everyone, welcome back. It's me, Roxy, again, and I'm so happy to be here and back on my mat with you. Being that the new school year is in session and round 2 of social distancing or social learning, distant learning. We're all at home, and I want us to be more aware of our body and more aware of our breathing and stressors that we have at home. Keep your feet about hip width distance apart and really plant all 4 corners of your feet down. Press into your heels and even press into your toes. And then keep your hands by your side, relax. Stand a little bit taller, pull the crown of your head up, just really elongate here. Your shoulders back and down. Nice. And then begin to close your eyes here, relax. And then begin to notice your breath here. And then begin to elongate your breath. Start to fill in your belly, fill in your chest as you breathe in. Breath out. I want to hear you the second time. So inhale, fill up through your belly, fill up through your chest. Actually, I can't hear you. But exhale, breathe it out nice and loud at home until your neighbors can hear you. All right, begin to slowly blink your eyes open. Nice. So we're going to start off by warming our body up first. And we're going to do a little more of a gentler practice today and mostly a lot of groundwork. So before we get started, let's start off with a sun A, just moving our body to our breath. All right, feet are planted. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms up high. Place your triceps or your biceps right by your ear, but still relax your shoulders down your back. Maybe even just close your eyes. Just really reach your fingers up towards the sky. Take another inhale. And then exhale. Bring your hands to your heart center at a prayer grip. So find gratitude in this moment that you're moving. Let's move one more time. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up, reach. Exhale, hands to center. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up. Somewhat differently. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands to your heart center. Hinge from your hips. And then relax your hands down to the ground. Now keep a slight micro bend into your knees. So soften the back of your knees, but let your head just hang heavy. You can even swing it side to side if you need to. Maybe grab for opposite elbows. Just let your elbows hang over your head. And then maybe sway yourself side to side, shifting your weight from one foot to the other. But still keep your hips stacked over your feet. Come back to center, relax your hands down to the ground. Toe heel your feet together. We're going to go through that flow, breath to movement 2 times. Let's go. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up, hinge from your hips. Exhale, hands center. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, reach for the floor. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up, hinge from your hips. Exhale, hands center. Inhale, mountain pose, sweep up. Exhale, forward fold, reach for your toes. Feel the stretch in the back line of your legs. One more time. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, mountain pose, sweep. Exhale, forward fold, reach for your toes. Relax your head. Stay right here. Now gaze from side to side if that feels good. Notice how your heart feels. If your heart is racing a little bit, that's perfectly normal. We're just warming up our body here. Nice. Now slowly hinge all the way up. Tuck your chin into your chest. Roll slowly. Nice. All right. So, staying standing here, I want you to reach your arms up like mountain pose, then begin to grab for your left wrist. So you're not mirroring me. In other words, left wrist, and begin to lean your body over towards the right side of the room. So keep your hips still stacked over your feet. You're just twisting, or not rather twisting, bending your body over towards the right. So rather than crunching your body and leaning your weight into the right side of your body, find length here by pulling. So grab, maybe even gazing over towards your left armpit, and remember to breathe. So inhales, bend. Stay here just for 2 breaths on your own. And then come back to center, release your grip. Feel the stretch into the right side of your body. Find length. Again, for every inhale, pull up. I'll bend a little bit more. Maybe complete the pose by gazing over toward your right armpit. 2 more breaths here. Now come back to center, release your grip, and then relax your hands down by your side. Nice. So we're all done with standing on our feet. I hope that was fun for you. But let's meet back down onto our mat on our booty. Okay, on your booty, nice and firm. So maybe scoot, root down through your sits bones as you sit down. Nice. Then begin to bend your knees, plant your feet down. Right, and then bring your hands down by your side. Now keep your left foot bent. Begin to extend your right leg long, but keep your toes facing up, so let your heels just rest down onto the floor. Keep your body facing forward towards your toes, and inhale, reach your right hand high, and then exhale, twist over towards the left side of the room. Maybe even hook your right elbow on the outside of your left knee. And then with every inhale, pull up, get a taller seat, and then exhale, open up your chest a little bit more. Maybe even let your left hand rest behind you, or even reach over towards the back wall. Whatever feels good. Maybe even keep gazing. And pull up with every inhale, and twist a little bit more with your exhales. Next, come back to center. Place your hands by your side. Bring your feet in together, and let's do the other side. Extend your left leg long, keep your toes up, and then hug your right knee in, but keep your right foot planted. And now reach your left arm high, and then exhale, twist. Hook your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Twist your body over towards the right side. Now with your right hand, you could place it behind you. Really open up your chest towards the right side of the room. Maybe even gaze over your right shoulder. Again, with every inhale, pull up, sit a little bit taller. And then every exhale, twist just a little bit more, but keep your feet planted on the ground. Keep your left toes facing up towards the sky. Walk your hands back to your hips, face forward. And now extend both feet forward. You're gonna root down through your sits bones if you still need to adjust. Keep your toes flexed. Inhale, reach up, just like in mountain pose. And then exhale, seated forward fold, hinge from your hips. And then pull yourself as forward as you can. If this is as far as you can go without relaxing your shoulders, then stay right here and then grab for whatever you can. So again, inhale, pull forward, lengthen your spine all the way to the crown of your head. And then exhale, maybe sink a little bit deeper. Avoid overlocking your knees. Try to soften your knees here. Remember to breathe. Fill in through your belly, fill in through your chest. And exhale it all out. Slowly walk your hands up for your legs. Come. And then relax your hands down by your side. Let's start to scoot our glutes. Let's use our core to get back down onto the mat, or rather get onto the mat without just dumping ourselves. You want to try to stay as active as possible. So you have two options. You can grab for the back of your thighs, keep your arms straight, continue to use your core, or if you want to level up maybe, reach your arms forward, continue to keep your gaze forward or maybe your gaze up. As you lower down, remember to breathe, lower down slowly, using your core, maybe the back of your thighs. No pressure here, you're at home. Our back, nice and flat, but keep your knees bent. And then place your feet about hip width distance apart. And then keep your knees stacked over your ankles. Hands by your side, nice and flat. So I want you to really ground your heels down here. Begin to inhale. Audible exhale, let it out. And then on this next inhale, inhale, bridge pose. Root down through your heels as you lift up. Inner thigh inwards. So notice if your knees begin to knock. Really control, keep your knees stacked over your ankles. Really press into your shoulder blades, lift your chest up higher, lift your hips up higher. Maybe even press into your hands just a little bit more. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Find something on the ceiling to stare at. Keep breathing. And then exhale, let it back down, nice and control. So we're going to do that 2 more times. Very last time we're going to add something, so keep pushing through. All right, feet still hip width distance apart. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhale, bridge pose, press into your heels, lift your hips up. Really press down through your shoulders to get your hips higher. Again, continue to squeeze your thighs inwards, avoid knocking your knees out. Press into your hands, stare at that spot in the ceiling. Take an inhale, and then exhale, lower your hips down. Nice. One more time, adding on if you feel comfortable. Root down through your heels, inhale, bridge pose, lift your hips up, root down through your shoulders. This time, interlace your hands underneath you, so right underneath your sacrum, or your tailbone rather. Begin to squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift yourself up high, pull your fists down, continue to breathe, really feel the opening in your chest. Keep breathing, look at the ceiling, release your grip. Place your hands down and then slowly lower yourself down. Nice, nice and slow. Or rather, your knees still bent here. Maybe even close your eyes if you want. And then begin to hug your left knee into your chest. Leg bent still. You feel like you need a little bit more of a stretch in your back line. So hug your knee into your chest, grab for the outside of your knee or the back of your thighs. Hug it in. Notice if your right hip wants to lift. Keep your tailbone down and rooted to the floor. Take an inhale. push your knee in a little bit more on your exhale. Now, near the same action, take another inhale, but this time exhale, bring your left knee towards your armpit, opening a stretch into your hips here. And now keep your left toes flexed. So with every exhale, you want to bring your knee closer to your body. And why we want to keep our foot flexed, so that we're still engaging the muscles in our legs and our calves. Maybe add a little ankle twist. Draw a little circle with your toes over towards the left side of the room, and then towards the right. Stop. And now bring your knee back to center and then release. Let's do the other side. It's bent if you stayed bent. Guide your right knee into your chest. Grab for the outside of your right knee or your inner thigh or right thigh. And again, keep your hips planted on the floor. Notice if your left hip wants to lift up. Root it down. Keep your shoulders planted. Every inhale, fill up your chest. And then every exhale, bring that knee closer to your chest. Again, you can stay bent or you can extend your legs. Do whatever you did on the other side. Find symmetry. Keep breathing. Now keep your toes flexed. Another inhale. And then exhale, guide your right knee towards your right armpit. Again, notice that your hips want to lift up. Keep that tailbone rooted down. Now, draw circles with your toes on this side if you did so on the other side. And then a circle towards the left side of the room. Stop. And then bring your knee back to center. And stay right here. Begin to grab or guide your left knee towards your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Maybe even lift your shoulders up. Really compress yourself into a ball. And then relax. Spread out. Take up as much space as you want. And breathe. Nice. Now, begin to bring the soles of your feet together. In yoga, we like to call this Supta Baddha Konasana. Has a funny name. But essentially just butterfly your legs out. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let gravity just allow your legs to fall open. Again, stay rooted on your tailbone. Relax your shoulders down. And now begin to close your eyes. Place one hand on your heart, and then one hand on your heart, and one hand on your belly. And then notice the rise and fall of your breath. If you feel like you need a little bit more of a stretch for your hips, since we're sitting down on our desk all day, such a good way to stretch out our legs, our hip flexors from staying still and stagnant. But if you need a little bit more of a stretch, begin to guide your heels closer to your pelvis. Again, just manage your breath. Notice the rise and fall of your chest. Blink your eyes open. Bring your hands to the outside of your thighs. Close your legs like a book. And now begin to plant both of your feet down. Now keep your left knee bent. Place your right ankle over your left knee. Now you want to create a nice 7 figure with your right leg. As you push your right leg over or forward, feel the stretch in your right hip. But keep your chest planted down on the floor. Now you can stay right here for you, but if you need a little bit more of a stretch, maybe start to guide your left knee into your chest, grab for the outside, or rather behind your left leg. Press your right elbow into your left knee. Again, keep your left toes flexed. Root your shoulders down. Notice if you want to lift up, maybe this is not where you need to go. Maybe down in the figure 4 on the floor. And release your grip. Let your left foot fall to the floor. Stay in this position in the figure 4. And now begin to drop your legs over towards the left side of the room. If you can't keep this figure, it's okay to just cross your legs and drop your legs over towards the left side of the room. Again, keep your shoulders planted down, both of your shoulders planted down. Keep your right hip stacked over your left as you twist. And then bring your hands to a T. Gaze over your right shoulder. A lot of twisting today. Really root your right shoulder down. Relax into this posture. Feel the stretch into your hips, your right hip flexor. And then come back to center, back in your figure 4. And then unwind your legs. Keep your hands by your side if you would like. Relax. Now let's switch out. Other side. Root down your right foot. Place your left ankle over your right knee. You can stay right here. Press your left knee out or forward. Feel the stretch in your right outer hip, or rather your left outer hip. And now slowly, if you want, a little bit more. Begin to guide your right knee towards your chest. Grab for the back of your right leg. But notice if you're starting to lift up, maybe you should stay just right here in the other figure 4. Only if it's necessary. And then begin to press your left elbow into your left knee. Keep your right toes flexed. And breathe. Slowly start to lower your right leg down. Keep your feet as they are in the figure 4, or you could cross it over. Know what you did on the other side. Keep it equal on both sides. And then begin to drop your legs over towards the right side of the room. Keep your left hip stacked on top of your right. Keep both of your shoulders planted down. Gaze over your left shoulder. And bring your hands to a T. Maybe close your eyes. Continue to breathe. Feel the stretch in your left outer hip. You're going to come back, unwind. Nice. And begin to lower your legs down. Let your feet fall open as they may. And let your fingers or hands, palms face up, fingers curl. Relax your body. Shavasana. Final resting pose. Start to scan your body. Notice how you feel, your breath, and then let it go. Relax your toes, relax your ankles, your knees, your hips, your shoulders, and grit your teeth. Relax your jaw. Now start to bring awareness back into your body. Maybe wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, and deepen your breath. And then exhale it out. Start to roll over to maybe your favorite side for fetal position. Bend your knees. Let your bottom arm be your pillow. Stay nice and small, no rush here. And then with your top hand, slowly start to push yourself up to a seat. Reach down through your sits bones, cross your legs, open your eyes. Welcome back. Nice. So I hope you enjoyed all the stretching, all the movement, but I also want to focus on breathing for this last little part. A little small breathing exercise. Breathing here helps with stressors and also helps you link your body to your movements, or your breath to your movement. So this breathing exercise we call box breathing. So I want you to picture a square. And then with your breath, we're going to draw the lines to the square. So inhale, draw a line up. Hold your breath right at the top and draw a line at the top of the box. And then exhale your breath, draw that line down. And just relax, draw that line at the bottom. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, draw the line up. Hold your breath. Exhale, draw the line down. And then relax at the bottom. Now that you have that box, we're gonna count the breath in, hold the breath at the top, count the breath out, and then draw that line on the bottom. Let's do that together. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale your breath nice and slow. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now without me counting, try doing this on your own. Again, envision that box. And then as you inhale, fill up your belly, fill up your chest. Hold that breath. Exhale it out. Relax. Nice. So I want you to use this breathing technique whenever you feel a little stressed, you feel a little anxious. Remember, you always have your breath to control and get you back into that stillness, remove that anxiety. So have a good day. I hope you liked the practice. I'll see you guys next time.